Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today we've got a BMW 2014 petrol uh, uh, come up with an engine rattle noise. So just to confirm, the engine is still running. If you rev it a bit, you can hear a rattling noise. So let's have a listen where it's rattling from. Don't rev it. Yeah, you can clearly hear it's from the chain area. So I'm pretty confident there's a timing chain that's rattling. More likely one of the guides is broken up, and that's what causes the rattle noise. It could be tension itself, but more likely to be a guide. So we'll just have to replace the timing chain kit and go from there, or take the rocker cover just to confirm it is. Okay, right, turn it off. Oh. Intake camshaft sensor, plausibility invalid signal. So to me, that sounds more likely timing related issue. 130E11 code. That's a BMW code, obviously can be converted to a P code. And boost pressure control. Anti-roll bar. Just a test active, so that's not a big issue. A lot of codes, but none of them actually related to an engine, apart from them two. Which the intake camshaft sensor, that's the one that probably most likely be interested in. Right, okay. Let's come out of here. Let's clear all the codes and see if anything comes back when we done all the work. Oh, okay. There you go. That's all cleared. Turn the ignition off. Leave it open. Right, okay. Let's take the rocker cover off. I have to take all of that off, obviously, to get to there. Right, I'll give that to you. Ooh, that's not good. That's broken. That's not good. Come on, BMWs. What the heck do they put the plugs upside down? What's so difficult to put the plug up right way around? So you can actually get to the plug. You see what you're doing. Oh. Oh, nice. Completely crumpled away. all of that just to get to the rocker cover. He's out at the moment. Right. Yeah, just here. There you are. Let's move the engine round and round a few times. While I'm at it, let's have a look at the turbo. Turbo feels good. Tiny little plate where it's supposed to be. Yeah, no, the turbo feels okay.
That's more or less what the timing is. The square bit facing up, round bit facing down. Yeah, the tensioner looks quite far out. Okay, if I'll strip the bits of the front, like remove the belt, remove the belt tensioner. That needs to be removed also. Actually, it doesn't. That's the bolt I need to get to. Okay. Well, I'm gonna jack it out now, remove the under tray, so I got an access to the lower timing pin for the into the flywheel for the crankshaft. Okay, let's do that. It's probably easier to show on the camera rather than because the sump is on the way. I can't put the tool in. The gap is only about a centimeter, so I use my camera. Oh, don't know if I can catch it now. There you go. You see, there's a hole, and there's a hole in the middle. There you go, and they're supposed to line up. Yeah, there you go. You can see the hole in the middle. It's right in the middle of the big hole, and that means that the crankshaft is lined up. So that's how I'm gonna leave it. I can't put the pin in. I can't even put the mirror in there because there's not enough room. That's the pin that's supposed to go in. So that goes into the big hole, and that little pin goes into the small hole. And when they're lined up, it locks up the flywheel. But the gap is only about a centimeter, so that won't fit in there.
I mean, the only way you can do it properly, probably you have to remove the sump. Then you can get that in. But take the sump off, front subframe needs to come out, a lot of chassis needs to be dropped down. It's a big job, totally unnecessary. But if you can see, once it's lined up, then that's it. It's gonna stay lined up. So the bottom is lined up. Just to be on the safe side, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the Tipex mark up here, so it lines up. So I know if in case if it moves, I'm not gonna solely rely on this mark, but that's for my reference point. It's always helpful just to have extra reference point, so I know if it's, when I'm doing the top, if it moves or not. Right, I'm gonna mark on this little hub, and then obviously on the seal, so they're all lined up at the moment perfectly, nothing moved, so I know that up there is lined up. So now I need to line up the top bit, right, to see which one of them will fit. Right, I can't even reach to there. Right, let's have a look. Right, that goes here. Yeah, that's cool. That goes there. The fuel pump is on the way. Fuel pump's on the way. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to drop the engine down a bit. Take that out just in case it falls down and drops somewhere. Won't be very good. Yeah, there's nothing to bolt it down on this side, but that's bolted to that, and that's to that, and they're all lined up perfectly. So now that's all done up. So engine is timed up. I'll be able to remove the tensioner now. Tensioner just there.
27mm head. The springs, but that's exactly the same amount that was already out, so the tensioner was on the full extent. It's supposed to be sitting somewhere here-ish, but instead it was like literally that much out, so I'm pretty confident that is the issue. Now we need to remove these 3 plugs. Oh yeah, the washer come out with it. Obviously 2 bottoms are the same, but the top is different. You see the top is a lot skinnier, and the thread is in a different place, obviously, so you won't be able to mix them up. Now we need to undo that, and that. So you see the bottom moved, so we'll need to retime it, obviously, but it doesn't matter because that one is free spinning anyway. I'll leave it loose. Once the top's done up, I'll move it. Actually, no, I'll do up the bottom once the chain is in. Once the chain is in, I'll do up the bottom, and then I'll leave them loose and tighten them when the bottom is timed up. Okay, this is just round. I've got no keyways or anything. It's just round. I think I do need to take this off. Can I get to that bolt? I think it's just that one bolt. The whole assembly comes out. Can't see any broken bits yet. Means there is nothing in the sump laying there. Normally all them things break up. That's nothing snapped yet, I can see, but rattling quite badly. The teeth are worn out slightly on the sprocket. I can compare them to chains in a minute. To be honest, can't see much difference. Huh? Can't see much difference.
difference?
Yeah, you can't see much difference.
You can't see much difference.
Oh no, there is a little bit, yeah. No, there is a difference. So when you put the two chains together and let them hang,
This one's slightly stretched.
so this one is longer, just a tiny bit, but it's longer.
This is stretch.
I would say so. Well, the chains, technically speaking, don't stretch. What happens? You see, there's a collection of all them pins. So what happens? Like all the holes for the links become like a slightly an egg shape. So it's so the chain itself doesn't stretch, but them holes elongate. But across the how many, whoever, I don't know, 100 pins over there, across all them pins, that tiny little bit of elongation of each hole make the chain longer. Looks like it. Looks like people call it stretch chain, but technically speaking, it's the holes that actually wear out and elongate slightly. So instead of become round, it becomes like an oval shape. And that's what gives you extra length for the chain, worn out chain. Okay, right. Let's put the new chain back together.
The knock sensor part number.
We've got a whole complete new kit with all the new bits in it. New VVT sprockets, new pins, new bolts, you name it. Oh, even new rocker cover gasket. Oh, very nice. Right, let's put this back together. It's like a Lego. You have to put it all back together and put it as one fully assembled chain cassette sort of a thing. Right. Right. Right, that goes in. Well, this one, inlet and exhaust, it's separate, so this is the inlet one. So that means that this is on that side. Exhaust one. What I like to do, make them all more or less the same. I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but I like them all, that they would face the same way, sort of thing. that feeling that seal. No, it didn't come out. There you go. You don't want to put two of them in. If you do, it will leak. Okay, that's the guides are in. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the bottom pulley in, up. Right, now I'm going to set up the bottom timing where it's supposed to be. Right, let's jack it up again. I just need to set up the timing at the bottom. There you go. So I can see now. Oh. There. You can see a perfectly clear picture now. So it's got a circle in the middle where the normal, the big fat pin would come in, and the little one in the middle, bang on in the middle, where the smaller side of a pin would go in. So that's perfectly timed up now. The crankshaft at least. Right, okay. So now we need to make a new pin, new marks. Right, now we need to make a new marks, because obviously the old marks is no good anymore. Because obviously crank only put it by hand, so it was only a tiny bit out, sort of a thing. But still, it's need to be cleaned off, so I don't confuse myself. Put new mark somewhere here, for example. There we go. Let's put that in. Okay, that one done. Right, now the tensioner is in, and now you can actually see the tensioner only sticks out probably about 3 mil of the you know, the bit that can go in, so it's only Yeah, 3 mil or so sticking out, where before it was sticking out by about 2 centimeters. So it's a very big difference. So I'm pretty sure that chain was quite a bit more stretched than I thought. But probably wear on the guides in the same time. Yeah, the tensioner now is virtually all compacted in, with plenty of reserve travel left. So I'm happy about that one. Let's take the tools off and have a look. To complete 2 revolutions. Right, now the bottom lined up. That's perfectly fine here. Oh. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Chain's still about 3 mil out the guide, I mean the tensioner. Sweet. Well, oil change?
Need to service and some noise coming at the front. I don't know. Maybe have a look at that. Tires look like a This side.
Maybe.
I'm going to have a look.
You go and have a look.
I'm going to dirt.
Have you got a license? Right, that's the belt back on. It doesn't look very good here either. Looks like the kingpin or something.
Kimping, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see,
Yeah. Both the same.
both same.
Mm. Oh.
Inside bush there.
Something along those lines. Right, I'm going to put the fuel pump back on. I can pop the fuel pump back on while I still got room. The piston is in. Right. Oh, there's the fuel pump back on. Okay. Put silicone in the corners. Sometimes gasket doesn't quite reach to the corners too well. Oh. Nothing trapped. Nope. that in.
Thank you.
Thank you, no worries.
Right, that's that done. Right, let's drain the oil. Oh well, where's the oil? Well, that explains a lot. Where's the oil? Well, no wonder it's rattling. No wonder people say when you have a BMW you have to carry a gallon of oil with you all the time. Right, while that's draining I can change this air filter and see what the condition of that is like. It's not too bad. So the air filter is not bad condition at all. It's just a lack of oil. Right, is that in? Yeah, the oil filter, not the best condition. Air filter was changed, but the oil filter, not so sure. Is that done? BMW done something right on this car. Right, let's most of the bits back together. Let's pop the sun plug back on. And that's how much oil it come out. Well, half a litre. Lovely. Well, no wonder it was rattling. Oh, let's pop this under tray back on. Rehydrating with oil. Right, let's have a look. No rattle. Turbo works. No more rattling. Yeah, sounds sweet.
No more rattling.
No more rattling.
No good.
It's so much better when it runs with oil. Half a litre of oil come out.
All right.
Half a litre, literally. And there's no like a oil spillage on the under tray, so it's all that was nice and clean. And it's got electronic dipstick, so it would tell you on the dash your oil is low, but for some reasons it didn't. So advice to customer: check the oil.
That's right.
From time to time. Oil filter was really bad. Yeah, air filter was nice and clean, but the oil filter was very like black and squished and
Looks like they didn't do the service maybe 2 years something.
something more than that probably. But air filter was quite clean. That's why I was surprised. Right, let's check this oil level. Oh, where's the dipstick? Where's that? Disappeared. I can't even check it properly. Let's check it. Let's check on my phone how much oil that should take. Okay, let's see. Well, that's it. Just all I have to do left is take it for a test drive, make sure it's still running fine, no fault codes come back, and that's it. And that's me done. Hand the car back to the customer. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.